So get up and unite for your team. We'll give the best we've got. It's how we play.
Every bat, every pitch, every pond, every deal, every wicket, every stone. And the heart and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean blood.
It's how we play.
We come out all nation, to the team in a unification. When the stadium grand bleach at the grandstand, and the meaning of beautification.
It's how we play.
Oh yes, it's a blockbuster Saturday, the first of a doubleheader. Jamaica Tallawahs taking on Trinbago Knight Riders in match 12 of Hero CPL 2022. Earlier with the captains at the toss, Trinbago Knight Riders winning the toss, electing to bowl first. Karen Pollard wanting to make amends from their last loss against Barbados Royals. And the Tallawahs with one change to their team from the last game. Amir Django comes into the side for Shamar Brooks. And it's a team that has the informed Brandon King. Most runs so far for the Tallawahs. And they also have a world-class bowling lineup. Mohamed Amir with the most wickets for this team alongside the spin of Fabian Allen, Chris Green and Imad Wazim.
This TKR team just looking to bounce back. Just had a minor setback the other evening, like you said, with that loss to the Barbados Royals, and also few of their big guns just misfiring a little bit. So just another opportunity for these guys to really get their tournament going.
Lots of support for both teams at the ground. Knight Riders already out in their numbers. Pavilon, the right-hand fast bowler from South Africa, making his debut for the Knight Riders. He'll be up against this man who's in form, Brandon King. Kenna Lewis, his partner. Straight away off the mark, Brandon King. Up and away, he gets a boundary. Releases the pressure. Makes it a decent over for the Tallawahs. 6 runs from it, 6 without loss. Cut nicely behind point in the gap. Brandon King highlights his form and his class as a player.
He's shown almost that he's got a little extra time, Darren, on this pitch.
Well, there is a fielder out at square leg and he completes the catch. An El Dorado celebration from Ravi Rampal and they all join in. First wicket for the Knight Riders.
The experienced Ravi Rampal joining the party here, Darren. Just hitting that back of a length pretty hard, rushing Kenna Lewis, not really using the depth of the crease, and just managing to pick out the fielder there, Nicholas Puran on the square leg boundary. And the Tallawahs losing their first wicket. Kenna Lewis going back to the pavilion just for 4, and it's 15 for 1.
Back live and a chance taken. A Republic Bank classic. Tim Seifert completing the catch. Pollard and the TKRs, they strike again.
The informed Brandon King departs. Ravi Rampal, yet another wicket, just rushed on that occasion actually, Brandon King. That one just bounced a little, got a little big on him. Brandon King gone for 7. Tallawahs 17 for 2.
Here's that fuller length delivery. Just sliding down the leg side. Rothman Paul was ready for it and played it nicely with that close blade of the bat.
It's when the batters drift onto the legs of the bowlers actually drift onto the legs of these batters. We've seen them disappear for runs.
Here is that edge. Flies in that deep third region. Ravi Rampal got a hand to it but couldn't prevent the boundary.
Back line, there's that length. No surprises, and Lewis with an El Dorado celebration of note. The young guy gets a go, and he's just zipped one back into the grill, and then he's got the length right. That is so key here on this pitch.
Your best delivery, his first wicket in Hero CPL. Bowl your best delivery on the surface, you'll get rewarded. Great follow-up. That right leg is late in getting forward. It was actually on the heel by the time the ball touched the edge. He's gone. It's the end of Django for 2, 31 for 3.
And there's that extra bounce, and there's a lovely little flick. 1 bounce for 4, says Rovman Powell versus Dre Russ.
And these are the sorts of deliveries that Rovman Powell will try to negate the spin early, see Narayan off.
And there's that extra bounce, and there's a lovely little flick. 1 bounce for 4, says Rovman Powell versus Dre Russ.
And these are the sorts of deliveries that Rovman Powell will try to negate the spin early, see Narayan off.
Like that, when you get a half volley, you pounce.
Yeah, it was in the slot. You can't afford to miss out on a delivery like this one. Rovman Powell has significant form. His highest score 44. He's gotten a couple starts in this year's Hero CPL.
That's a good shot. Gave himself a little bit of room there, Reefer, and has hit that away nicely through extra cover for 4.
This is where Raymond Reefer has grown.
Gave himself some room, found a gap at mid-wicket, did Reefer for another boundary.
Yeah, his gap finding has been supreme in this innings. That's been the hallmark of what we've seen from him, the Sky X60 previously, where he had a good show with bat and ball. Just tucks it wide enough to go into that vacant region onside.
Down the ground for half a dozen. Hero maximum for the skipper of the Tallawahs.
Yeah, and he wasn't trying to tug it onside, neither was he trying to hit it over cover. He was aware that there was a fielder directly behind the bowler, and that of Nicholas Puran, so it's a slap.
In the air, does it have enough muscle? Amazingly it has. And Rovman Powell goes to a half century. It has been a fabulous knock because it was really tough early for him. Conditions were difficult, but he's seen it through once again, as he did in St. Kitts, and has set a foundation. Add more to it. Another hero maximum for the captain of the Jamaica Tallawahs, starting to get into sprint mode. Gone for 4 more. Russell, as quick as he is, as agile as he is, could not stop that. That's amazing. Get the left leg out of the way and flaps the Yorker again for 4. 21 off the over. Simple catch to Sunil Narayan, confirming what you said. Still, when you hit that good length, it's difficult. He followed Reefer, though. Brilliant from Du Pavilion.
Not quite sure. Looked like pace off a little bit there, Bish. Raymond Reefer just a little too early into his stroke there. Reefer departs 28, the score 121 for 4.
Yes, and Narain has his man. Champion bowler, difficult time, ends a good knock from Rovman Powell.
And you did mention it earlier, Bish, in terms of just how Rovman Powell would go about playing this spin, especially with Narain with 1 over left. Would he have seen him off, or would he look to take him on? And on this occasion, he's looked to take him on. Departs 67 off 49, 126 for 5.
Knocked him over, Narain at it again. What a champion bowler. Allen was trying his best just to see him off. And we often talk about the extra ball in the over going for runs. Well, the extra ball in the over got a wicket.
Sunil Narain actually just showing that there's levels to this. You know, batter in Fabian Allen not actually looking to score, and Sunil Narain good enough to breach those defenses. 128 for 6. Fabian Allen departs for 3.
Ill-directed from Andre Russell with a short fine leg in place. He'll be kicking himself. Deep backward square was moved to fine leg for this delivery, and Imad Wasim plonks it right where deep backward square was. Another boundary. Good from Imad Wasim. Not sure how good it is from Russell.
I hate to sound like a stock record, Bish, but pace on again. Wide outside that off stump, allowing Wasim, and he also just maneuvered a little outside that leg stump to get that room, to find that gap.
No, Imad goes across his stumps and fetches it with the wind. All the way for a hero maximum.
Imad Wasim, hero maximum shot. Boy, indeed. Like he said, just maneuvering himself a little bit outside that leg stump.
Sweeps it straight to Colin Munro. And he had to fetch that from further outside the off stump. The other thing too is that Colin Munro was a deep backward square for the first 2 balls of the over. They pushed him to mid-wicket. A lot straighter.
Yeah, better length from Ravi Rampal on that occasion, forcing Imad to fetch that from outside the off stump. He now departs, but a valuable innings here. 21 off 12.
Nice pickup, nice pickup. And this is what we talked about, Chris Green. 150 comes up for the Tallawahs.
Once again, Ravi Rampal just missing his area, just a little too much in the slot there for Chris Green.
Perfectly executed that last one. 12 of the final over. And the Tallawahs finish on 153 for 7 of their 20.
Scorecard, Rovman Powell standing out there. 67 of 49. Strike rate of 136. Definitely leading from the front.
Blue Pavilion got the ball to deviate sideways. Early up, Rampal was able to do some stuff off the pitch. Finish a bit more expensive than he was like. 3 for 40, 2 wickets for Narain. For 11, 2 for 11 from 4. Sharon Lewis picked up a wicket as well. 154 needed by the Knight Riders of their 20 overs. The asking rate just above 7.5 and over.
When the stadium ram beat
It's how we play. It's how we play.
We're going to have a little bit of Ahmad Wasim and his mate Muhammad Amir. Wasim, these two Pakistanis, and we're going to start with Amir on this occasion. Quite often you see Ahmad Wasim take the very first over, or the new ball anyway, but it's going to be left arm quick. Muhammad Amir. Tion Webster. Not a bad time of it, shown some glimpses of really wanting to cut loose, and of course he's sent up the order as an opener as Sunil Narayan. Away straight away. Oh, stumps everywhere. Celebration City. It's an El Dorado celebration big time. And it's the end of Narayan again very early for TKR.
Another failure at the top of the innings, his 41st inning opening the baton for TKR. He averages 13 with a strike rate of 130. Is that a viable option in this TKR side? You tell me. Again, an ultra-attacking approach from Narayan. And a clatter. 1 for 1.
Sounded pretty good, and is Hero Maximum into the J. Charles stand.
Sweet strike from Colin Munro. I was just beginning to wonder if what we saw from Knight Riders in that game against Barbados Royals was being carried in this approach against the Jamaica Tallawahs. Remember, they were 42 for 6 within the first 6 chasing.
He decides to go nice and straight back to the pavilion. Cracking Hero Maximum.
It was on the up, pretty close to being in the slot. Colin Munro usually very strong square of the wicket, so bowlers are inclined to getting the ball a tad fuller to him.
Gotcha.
You take control of this phase, you control the game. And that's the exact mindset that we're seeing here from Munro. 18 from the over.
Yeah!
I think he's run himself out here, DG. No, I think he's gone big time. Well and truly out.
Yeah, so unfortunate. Miscommunication, that's the first thing, but the pressure being built. Needless run out. Webster gone for 5, 26 for 2.
Down the wicket, down the ground, and not far enough. Brilliant, brilliant Chris Green. Republic Bank classic, and Joshua James strikes early.
We've grown accustomed to seeing these type of catches now here in this format of the game. Chris Green showing that quick thinking. Munro advancing to Josh James, looking to deposit that one for another Hero Maximum. Green timed his jump to perfection, came down, steadied himself, threw the ball back up and came back into the field. Fabulous catch. We're seeing more and more of this. Not only great athleticism, but great speed of thought, Dooley.
Clean, really clean. Hero Maximum smashing in to the stand on the onside there. That is really well picked up here from Nicky P.
Just a slightly shorter side of the ground and hitting with the wind too.
Oh, hello, hello. Stumped off a wide, we know you can be. And the combination, Green loves this. He says, we've sucked you new, Timmy Seifert, and you can head off.
Smart bowling, whether Green saw him coming and repeated the delivery from previously. That angle doesn't really tell us. It's good work, though, behind the stumps to first of all get to it and initiate the stumping. Yeah, you've come early. He's come early. And you can be stumped off a wide. So another one goes. Seifert goes for 15, 64 for 4.
Mr. Muscles, you betcha! Here on Maxi all the way and some. Call it 8. Woo.
Throw it back. Thank you. Good arm. And it's an easy hit to that leg. Well, not easy, but hitting with the wind, you get some help. Not saying it's easy.
Everywhere. What a gorgeous piece of bowling. El Dorado celebration, you better believe it. This is simply sensational. Against Nicholas Poran, who's been there for a few deliveries too.
Just showed you his fastest deliveries. And if the speed gun is to be believed, this is 142 as well. So whether he sowed a seed of doubt with the field set as to whether it would be into the pitch or full, Sir Curtly likes it. The Jamaica Tallawahs all over the Trinbago Knight Riders here at the Darren Sammy Stadium. 75 for 5.
Hello. Yes, clean enough. Andre Russell with the straight sort of slap pull, if you like. Wonderful striking. And they needed this to TKR.
Wide and on that length where he could extend the arms and get a nice swing through the ball. And he misses. Imad Wasim is such a crafty performer.
Well, just underlines what you're on about, Ian Bishop. Loading that back end and pressure on your big stars. And the opposition have got some stars just quietly. And Imad Wasim, smart bowling, brilliant. Close the angle down and arms aloft to get rid of the big fish. Andre Russell has been castled after he got hit for 6. Imad has come up with a great trick. 17 off 10. 87 for 6 now.
That's another one. It's going Tallawahs' way. Karen Pollard, the captain, he's picked out his man.
Really good catch too. It's a foolish ball wide. Pollard got a bit of it. It was hit hard, but unfortunately straight to Joshua James for Pollard's sake and for TKR fans. And they now find themselves further in trouble. Pollard wanders off, just 6 to him today. And the Knight Riders now 89 for 7.
Rampole doesn't get hold of it. And it's Imad Wasim prevailing once more.
Well, no problem with this from Robbie Rampole. He has to play shots, he has to try and get boundaries. Not his job to get the team home. The batters haven't done it. And Imad's got another into the surface, just unable to get underneath it. Top edge. Comfortable catch for Brandon King. And another one for Imad Wasim continues to impress. Rampole gone, 97 for 8. It's flying away down towards a third, and it's been, for goodness me, one the little minor blip on the scale of things today from a Tallawahs' point of view. It's just bounced just short and then spun.
That's the moment. Last delivery of the innings, and it's the most convincing win for the Jamaica Tallawahs. After 8 attempts, they do it in their 9th attempt, getting the better of a very successful franchise, the Night Riders, and they've done it in style. So a wrap of this match number 12. The Tallawahs secure a further 2 points. They go on to win today by 34 runs.
It's how we play.